Kayla, on the night, you got three of the team's season high 16 rebounds. Just what did you think of the team's sort of effort in the glass and ability to match the physicality from Minnesota?
I didn't hear the first part.
Offensive rebounding. Offensive rebounding.
I think this just goes with hustle. Just getting in there, doing what I do best, and doing what the team needs. I think JJ did a tremendous job tonight, and that's what carried us.
Thank you. Sabrina, in the fourth quarter, there was one play where you found Jonquel off of a hard hedge from Minnesota. Jez, how do you think you were able to leverage your success from the three-point line to find those open baskets for the team in the paint?
Well, that play you were talking about, they went into a trap, towards the end, and so we've seen that before, and so just making sure that I continue to keep my dribble and come off that screen aggressively and find the open man. And JJ started moving really well without the ball and being able to find gaps to get into. And when she's dominant like that on the inside, we just have so many weapons, and it's really exciting to see. She had 17 rebounds, which is insane, 12 of them offensively. And so just super happy for her and what she was able to do.
Thank you. And Sandy, this was another game where the team was able to execute really well down the stretch. What did you make of how the team was able to sort of withstand those big runs Minnesota was able to put on throughout much of the night?
Yeah, look, when we lock in, we can be as great as we want to be, and we can execute. We're on the same page. Everyone's doing their job to give them the least effective shot. So, that's good for us. We know how to execute. There's areas of the game we could have done better, but most importantly, we came away with the W.
Thank you, guys.
Jeff?
Well, congratulations on the win. Sabrina, through the first two quarters, I believe you had only three or four attempts from the field. In the second half, however, you found your groove. You found open shots. So what was the biggest difference in finding your shots in the second half as compared to the first?
Just staying patient and understanding the flow of the offense. And when we're able to establish inside presence, it helps us as guards be able to, spread the floor and find open looks. And so we're also just able to get stops defensively, and that obviously helps our transition offense in being able to push the ball and find the line. So, I think it was a little bit of both, but, definitely the tempo and pace that we played with in the second half that led from our defense helped that as well.
Absolutely. And Coach, question for you. At the onset of the fourth quarter, you were able to lure Minnesota into 4 fouls within the first, I want to say, minute 10 seconds of the period. So how important was that, especially in establishing a permanent lead?
Yeah, no, it was very important. I mean, we were trying to establish that inside presence, and we thought that was a way to, us to get high-quality shots, but they fouled a fair bit, and it actually didn't turn out that we got many free throws, so but it kind of put a little bit of pressure there, and, it changed the flow of the game.
Do you think that countered well with Minnesota's physicality, particularly on display in the second half?
Yeah, no, definitely. We just thought the pick-to-picker action was something that we thought we could exploit a little bit there, and just trying to establish inside presence. So if something works, keep going at it. They had to make the adjustment, make substitutions.
Appreciate your time and insight, all three of you. See you Sunday.
We'll go Jackie, Miles, then Fifi.
Good evening. Congrats on the win. Sandy, I'll start with you. JJ obviously didn't play her best in the first half, but then it looked like she took it upon herself to really get on the glass and be a huge part of those 25 second chance points. How do you think she was so empowered to just go in there and get it done?
Yeah, I mean, look, I found out she wasn't feeling great today too. So I really complimented her to fight through what she was experiencing out there. She looked, fatigued a little bit in that first half. But, I mean, she found another gear. And we don't win this game without JJ's rebounding and her presence on rolling and finishing at the rim. No, it's just good to see her, like that physicality that she's bringing, the pursuit of the ball that she's bringing. To get 17 rebounds is hard in any game. So that was pretty impressive.
I appreciate that. And Sabrina, for you, why did you think it was hard to generate offense for a lot of this game? But when did you feel like you all were able to turn the corner, and how did you turn the corner?
I don't think it was hard to generate offense. I think, we were just a little slow and being able to be decisive on what our next move was going to be. And, we didn't do that from the start in the first 2 quarters, and we let their defense dictate what we were going to do offensively. And, shots that we normally make weren't falling. And so I think we had to just regroup at halftime and figure out what we needed to do coming into the third quarter to be able to punch first and get into what we do best. And we were able to do that, establishing inside presence. We were able to hit shots, get in transition. B was able to cut really well without the ball. KT was able to come in and hit shots and get O boards. And when everyone's moving in sync and being able to do their roles to their best ability, we're a really good team, and we showed that in the second half.
I appreciate that. And finally, KT, for you, I'm curious how you think this team found a way to play hard and defend when the shots weren't falling. And if there was a situation earlier this season that you could pull from to make sure, you weren't going to lose this game.
Yeah, I think, we just kind of just buckled down, just play with heart. I think a few games in the past, we kind of let games go because, we weren't hitting on offense and then we weren't executing on defense. But tonight, we kind of did both, and we just found a way. And, like I said, I'm going to go back to JJ. She was big for us in those rebounds, so that made the difference.
Thank you all.
Miles?
Hi, all. KK, I wanted to start with you because you are so much of this team's defensive identity. And as a team, you guys were able to hold the Lynx to just 10 points in the fourth quarter. We talked a little bit about just the physicality also with the 12 offensive rebounds, I believe, in that quarter alone. But you also had your 1,000th career rebound tonight, which is a pretty big milestone.
Yay.
What were you able to change as a team with your intensity in that fourth quarter? And how do you think that your own personal milestone is kind of representative of some of that intensity?
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I kind of just come and do my job and then go about my business. But, Coach has always been getting on me, just be aggressive and just be who you are. And there's more to the plate. But, just locking down and just being focused and just getting it done and just doing what I can for this team.
Thank you. And Sav, you hit 6 threes tonight, including a couple that bookended the third and fourth quarters that put the team in front for good. After showing a little frustration after not getting a whistle a minute or so before that, how were you able to create that separation and knock down those deep shots?
Yeah, we weren't really getting to the line, so not much to say about that, aside from just having to stay aggressive and have the mentality of just trusting the work that I've put in. Our posts were able to set really good screens, and I was able to come off and have, clean, good looks at the basket that I've taken hundreds and hundreds of times before. And so just continuing to trust in my shot and knowing that if I'm able to shoot that consistently, it's going to open up the floor for everybody else. And so I was able to come off and either shoot it or look for the open person, whether it was a popper or someone rolling. And so just continuing to move in the offense, whether the ball's going in or not, continue to just be a threat off the pick and roll is something that my team needs from me, and I'll do every single night.
Thanks, Sabrina. And Sandy, this team has responded really well when faced with any kind of adversity. And to have lost to this team, 2 weeks ago now, I don't know, all the days have kind of blended together. But to come out and have this strong physical effort, what does that say just about the veteran makeup and also from the top down, the coaching down to the last player on the bench to be able to kind of come through today when this is a team that's battled you before?
Yeah, look, it's more about coming to do our jobs to the best of our ability. And this team got us the other time, and it was a back-to-back. Yeah, we could have, we was fatigued, but we just didn't bring the effort and the physicality that we wanted. So it just provided us with another challenge. It's the big picture. We're on this journey, aren't we? We're still trying to grow and work out how everything all fits together and every team is different. But they're very resilient. They're very, like I said, they're so coachable. They're buying into what we're trying to do, and we're in this together. So, and then they compete, and I admire them for that. And today was a good day that we could get this win.
Safe trip home. See you on Sunday.
Fifi?
Hey everyone, congrats on the win. KT, first one's for you. Diamond and Kayla combined for, I believe, 48 points and 6 assists the last time out, and today they got 21 and just 3 assists. So just wanted to it was kind of a team adjustment to kind of downplaying their production tonight.
I think we just did a good job collectively as a team, stopping them. They did have a good game last time, so we kind of adjusted to our game plan on them, and whoever was on them did a great job.
Thank you. Second question is for Coach. Just curious if you saw a more energized team. I believe Miles mentioned before that you guys obviously played last week, but it seemed like down the stretch there was a little bit more tank in the gas, and I think it was evident in the 12 offensive boards you got in the period. So I was just wondering, what do you see out there? Does it seem more energized, and how were you guys able to get the victory?
Yeah, look, I think in the second half, in the first half, I wasn't really happy with the way that we played at both ends of the floor. But the second half, it's credit to the players. They go out there and they respond in the right way, and we want to win. Every time we step on the ball, on the court, we want to win. And, and they challenged us, and I challenged them just to be better, and we did that. And regardless, we missed a lot of shots. Yeah, so did they, but I thought defensively, to keep a team to, 4 points, that's pretty good in any league. But, we just started getting stops, and it all comes by 5 players being on the same page, and that's what we need every single day, not just here and there.
Right. Thank you. And one more. Nafisa came into the fourth quarter with 18 points, and I believe she went scoreless in the final period. Just wondering, going into that quarter on the sidelines, was there any specific adjustments to her to try to close it out?
I think just being mindful of who was hurting us. At the beginning it was Kayla and Nafisa, and just understanding team defense and being in the right position to try and make someone else beat us and have someone else take those shots. And, it comes down to one-on-one defense and team defense, and just knowing that there's help behind the ball. And I think we did a really good job of trying to keep the ball out of their best players' hands, especially in the fourth quarter.
Thank you so much. Safe travels.
We'll take one more question from Sarah.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations on the win. This is Sarah from Ball is Life. My first question is for you, Sabrina. You guys really are gelling, and are you finding yourself more comfortable off the ball, especially with the signing of Vandersloot? Are you finding it more comfortable on ball, off ball, and what do you think about that?
Yeah, both. I've been a combo guard my entire career in college and high school, and so this is nothing, really new to me, just being able to be a threat, obviously, through my shot, but also understanding that both of us pass the ball really well. And so it's really nice to be able to have, 2 pass-first guards that are able to be on the floor and facilitators for, those players that are put in place around us. And so for me, it's really wherever the team needs, that's where I'll go, as long as, we're winning and I can help do that.
Thank you. My next question is for Katie. You guys are coming off a long stretch, a couple in LA and road games. How are you guys feeling mentally and physically going into this big matchup on Sunday?
Yeah, we don't kind of think about that. It's a part of the game. All of us been doing this for, many years. So it's about, it's just mental up here. If you tell your body you're tired, then you're going to be tired. But, we had a good stretch, this road trip. And we got to go back home and take care of business. So we have a couple games up that are going to be big for us. So it's going to be a good challenge.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks everyone.